So I'm going to start here. See how easy it is?
Sorry.
Getting the skin. See, this is not attached. And then here. See? And then I go around. I gotta have a good knife.
I was gonna say, do you want a different knife or is that?
Go. This is the perfect
No, it's
knife.
good. Okay.
The other side. Okay. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to have, as many chicken as we were in the class, but this is not happening today. Here, we're going to go along the sternum. Do a little dissection along the sternum. That's where you need a knife that cuts. And I'm not doing really a perfect job, but I'm going against the bone. And here, what do I find here? The wishbone. I go all the way down. See, this is the... Merci. Go. See, my breast. Impeccable, almost. Oh, something is really hot on the stove there. Right, in here. So I go around, I just follow gently. If you don't rush, anybody can do that. See here, the ribs are coming out. There you go. In here, I undo this like before. Find the bone. Cut here, and I will go around. See? Easy. And then, does someone who wants to do this part? It's going to be a little harder. Does someone wants to play with this?
It's fun watching.
I want to see it again.
Yeah?
I want to see it again.
Right. But I will post the video. Somebody taking video, right? Here. So we go all the way down. And the advantage of doing it this way is I'm going to save the carcass. And you could roast the whole chicken, of course, and we could cut it. But the reason I personally like to do it this way is because it makes a clear broth if you use the raw carcass versus a carcass that has been roasted. You can do it. You can make a broth with a roasted carcass. But personally, I prefer having a clear broth, and that's better for me, for my purpose, so I reuse it. Because if I season the chicken, when I roast it, my carcass will have this flavor. This is going to be a very neutral. See, I have a carcass here. So here wasn't as good as I wanted to, but then I'll have a little bit in my broth. It's just cute. So then, one way of making this chicken, can you please pass me straight on those doors? Lower. Doors. So,
Say hi, everyone.
There is a, yes. I can't explain myself. I just want to show you something. So, one way of doing it, I'm not going to do it this way because we're going to cut little pieces to saute little pieces today. But one thing I like to do it is either, I'll arrange my chicken nicely. How do I do this? I'll make it this way. Something nice. I'll put some olive oil, garlic, whatever spice you like, salt and pepper, and you bake that. And that's great. Today, and you can cut these too if you want. This you can find the joint. It's easy. You just have to find the joint, right? So we find the joint, and here we go. And if some people want to help cutting the pieces of meat, So we are going to debone it. So we're going to do kind of okay, like this.
You just want the meat off the bone, you don't care.
And then we're going to cut little pieces. Actually, I'm going to take care of the bone. And somebody cut little small pieces. So then we add that. We're going to saute this, and we're going to add that to our pipperada. And we'll save that way. We're going to save this for our broth. And we save the peels, as Chef Jesus was telling us the other day, not the pepper. It would give it a bitter taste.
Okay.
I don't.
A beer taste?
Bitter.
Oh, bitter taste.
Excuse my friend.
No.
But the peels of the onions and the garlic, that's perfect. Or if you have some. Okay, so who wants to cut this and this? You will have to wash your hands very carefully and wash your. This is okay.
This
But
tomato.
after that,
Yeah.
don't use that for fruits without washing your board with a lot of
Here, can you get
soap.
the tomato away?
Okay, so cut small pieces. So we're gonna saute that. How are the tomatoes doing? Did you put them in already?
Yeah, I put the sauce in,
Okay.
the peppers and everything's on.
All right. You want the skin with it?
What do you say, Chef?
Does it matter?
I don't.
Who wants to
You
cut
don't?
Usually what we use is we use bone-in like thighs or
And then you remove the
wings or
skin.
whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
with no skin.
That's fine. I can do
We
that.
don't even go so far as taking the bones out. Just throw them in.
Yeah.
And then the process, today it's going to be sort of a fast version, but what we do usually is once you have the sauce going, I'm sauteing all of that, getting all of the bell peppers and onions and garlic softened up, and then you add the tomatoes to it, and then you get that working together for about 30 minutes. I mean, this isn't a fast meal, not by any means. So you get the sauce and all that, let it simmering together for 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes,
Someone,
if
I don't want to.
my item. My
I'll
father
do it.
told me
I'll
this
do
on
it.
the way here. If you have white wine open and it's around, you throw a little bit of that in there too. Not necessary all the time, but it's an option. And then at that point is when you would add the chicken to it. And so, what I'm gonna say, I don't know what Nicole's plans are today, but what we usually do is we brown the chicken first. So we take
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
thighs
do
and
that.
all of that.
You
And
just-
so we fry them just on both sides to sort of lock in the flavor. We don't cook it by all means all the way, but you just brown the chicken on both sides, add it to the sauce, put it in the oven, and it's in there for about an hour.
Bye-bye.
300, so it's
Oh, yeah.
low and slow is the way
You wanna
that
give
this
me
is
another
usually made.
Can I just take? Yep.
Not fast food.
Yeah, awesome. Like you said, not fast at all.
Yeah, not very fast.
How does that work with reusing